Yeah, buddy. You already know. 3 times in a row. Your boy Professor Pippage back at it again. Coming to you live from I Trade the Asian. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Um, yeah, it's been a little minute since I dropped a video off in it, but yeah, your boy been glued to the markets. On the market like a hawk. Been definitely been really really profitable. Looking at EU leak right now. 1 minute. Trying to see what kind of response we're gonna get from this little demand zone on the 1 minute. Right now it's going the wrong way. If we break this low, then we definitely coming all the way back down. So yeah, might be going for a ride here, buddy. Cheese. See what happens. But overall, hold on one second. We get the yeah. Yeah. But looking from the high time frame down. We can take a quick peep at the daily. Based off the daily, everything is big bears, big bears, big bears. What we can see when we blink the chart here is we got the swing high, swing low. We are retracing bullishly, lower time frames, definitely bullish. But overall, higher time frame is bearish. So definitely would like to be looking for the shorts. But since the lower time frame is bullish, making higher highs and higher lows, then you might want to look for them longs. Overall, last lower high that created the last lower low right down here, same spot where the daily zone lines up at. And what we see is price action just making higher highs and higher lows for the most part, retracing deeply into that 4 hour level, breaking above here. Ultimately, um, I wouldn't necessarily. I could look for levels, potentially where we broke and pushed to try to get an idea of where I think price action is going to retrace to, where it's going to come up to before it resumes back its bearish trend. That's if it does continue to resume back bearish. But for the most part, what I would do is line that field up on that thing from that daily high to that daily low, and then kind of draw a confluence based on the 4 hourly levels of where I think price action could go. So the way I would map price action from that daily high to that daily low, this would be the high that kind of started this whole move. But on the 4 hour time frame, I've got my high, my low, lower high, my lower low. Now identify this as the lower high because we, broke the structure here. Necessarily we were pulling back, breaking 1 hour structure right up in here, breaking above these highs. So that's why I identified this level versus this level. I could have done this level, but overall you get the same result. So I went on a bigger scale. So high, low, lower high, lower high, and then finally last lower low. So based on the 4 hour structure, those are your lower highs and lower lows. And then as you start to retrace slash pull back, this is the first for the last lower high that gave you the lower low. So ultimately, price action, like I said, lower time frame bullish, pushing into that 4 hour level. And currently we are seeing price action retrace away from that 4 hourly zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete some of this. So it look a little bit more clean on the lower time frames. So tracking from the 1 hour time frame, like I said, price action being bullish. Um, if we start tracking or marking, identifying price from down here, I had this 4 hour high and price spiked above all these levels for whatever reason. Not necessarily trying to get into all that tonight. Just kind of identifying and tracking price as it's going to kind of potentially look for a trade setup. But from the 1 hour time frame, as price action was making this big bullish move here, we identified this as the 1 hour high that created this low. As price action started to pull back, we retraced to that hourly level. Didn't necessarily touch into it there, but we did come back and create a support. Then we finally touched into that previous 1 hour resistance and gave a little bit of a retracement, then broke above and created a new 1 hourly high. So this 1 hour support created these new 1 hour highs. So as far as structure goes, price action was bearish. You got the last lower high that created the lower low. Then as price action retrace, you now have the new higher low that gave you the new higher high. Coming down to the 15. What I'm doing slash looking for is same thing I've pretty much done from the higher time frames on down. What was the previous higher low that gave you the high? Well, pretty much this area right up in here. So went down to the smaller time frames, 5 minute, 1 minute, kind of identify, little demand zone right up in there. kind of did the same thing right up in here because as price action is pulling or as it pushed up and created a new high, it kind of has already pulled back and retested this demand zone once. Um, Once you open that thing up like this right here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So once you open that thing up like this right here, if you delete this level and then kind of just focus in right here, we got price action kind of consolidating instead of chopping around right here. We got the bearish push or the bearish candle before the bullish impulse. So necessarily I'm more focused in on this area right here. Um, as far as identifying the level. So as we look, as I look right up in here, pretty much seeing price action, pretty much doing this little consolidation bit right here. Went bearish, pushed back bullish, broke above this little resistance here, came back down, never really retested the area where price action initiated this big move into the high. So as it's coming back down, that's why I say this demand was kind of already retested here. So basically, based off of the way I read charts, is if this is the area where price action took off of and pushed into the highs for whatever reason, whatever concepts you know, whatever theory you know about how the market moves, um, whatever theories you know about how the market moves and why it moves or why price action pushes up there. Not really here to debate that, but price action started here and pushed up there, came back and retested that area. So what I'm looking for next is for price action to start breaking structure where price action came back down into that zone. That makes any sense. So we kind of did have the first, 1 minute structure break here. Kind of really haven't seen a retest of this level here yet. So that's what I'm kind of anticipating the Asian session to kind of do is to push us into that level. Other than that, what I also can see is price action is bearish, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. So the previous lower high, substantial one anyways, on a 1 minute time frame was here, pushed here. Price action has come back and retested that 1 minute supply, so to speak, and has not created a new lower low. So that's like kind of my second confluence that I want to look for buys tonight during the Asian session. Was the 1 hour, 4 hour, somewhat bullish. We have pushed into this 4 hour level, but we haven't broken any of the higher time frame structural levels. So that is also one of the things that I look for to make sure, whether I'm in line with the trend or not. So as we pushed into this 4 hour level here, identified in the black, if price action would have came down from that level and started breaking support levels looking left, and especially this 1 hour support level here that broke and pushed us into the highs. If price action would have pulled away from this level and broke that level, then I probably would have been more in line of looking for short tonight. But since none of the structures over here really haven't been broken just yet, I'm more inclined to take the buys. Um, and it is 8 o'clock, so kind of missed out on a sniper injury right there. But potentially, let's see if it takes off from here. Potentially could have missed out. I don't know yet. No confirmations on that because the theory behind that trade kind of has been broken. So pretty much no trades of it. But okay. But yeah, so like I was saying, price action reacted from this 4 hour level, didn't really break any structure. So that's why I'm more inclined to look for the buys instead of the shorts. And then as we can see, yeah, I think I did miss. Let's see though. Because I was expecting price action to come back down to this purple zone here, but let's see how this takes off. If this price point here comes up and breaks this structure, then pulls back and doesn't break this low, then yeah, definitely missed this sniper entry. But potentially can catch a retracement off of this. This is what I wanted. Down here, and then target make that agent high, either take off partials here or overall targets here, or even look. I don't think we'll create the new high from the agent session tonight, especially with no news taking off. So potentially you could say retarget the highs, but I would definitely have some take profit levels as price pushed away from that entry if it takes off from there. So I want to entry from there and then potentially second position. second position from potentially right up in here, and then stops for the whole thing. On this position, I would have had stops right below here. And then on this position, if it will potentially, since it's already made that low, I probably would leave stops right there, right up under here, because if it broke that low, then yeah, you definitely coming back down. So, um, yeah, in actuality. So 1.9 on the stop. Um, if I was in live and then color, the entry potentially would have been 1 bar close, take it as a break to high, and then that would have theoretically been my entry. So overall, 3 pip stop, I definitely would have left stops up under there, because if we break below there, like I said, we're coming back down here. Let's see what happens. Yep. I had an early entry from right over here. First entry I already had on this, my first position. That already got stopped out. What do we got here? And that stops right under here. So now we gotta wait and see if this takes off and breaks structure before I get in again. I'm not looking for the shots. So overall, um, this one already got quacked. Let's see how this position plays out. Not in this one, this position, and then potentially if this don't play out, we'll definitely be waiting for some type of setup right up here. But I would have to see it first. I wouldn't put a buy limit right here. I would not. But yeah, I want to see what happened right here though. Because I might get in again. Like still a little bit early. Let's see how we're gonna fit in. Refresh me real quick. And blink that down. Yeah, kind of close below. We got to see some big bullish impulse sooner rather than later. Otherwise, it's gonna pull back deeper. Potentially back down to this entry wall I'm looking for right here. So yay, we got to see some big bulls, or it's coming back down. And then if it break there, then yeah, we back into 1 hour support. And then if it break there, then yeah, pretty much it for the night, bro. Because at that point, you definitely would be back resuming higher time frame bearish trend, breaking structure, uh, making lower lows, breaking structure, we'll make a retest somewhere, depending on how it takes off. Potentially somewhere right up in there, lower high, and then continue on back down, bearishly, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. That's how it looked to me anyways. But yeah, so we looking to execute from right up in here. If not, probably gonna miss it altogether if I don't grab an entry from right up in here. Because I doubt that I'll be on the charts by the time price action got all the way back down here. So yeah, I'll probably just look to execute during the New York session if this don't pop off. So let's see what we got. Like, well, let's see what that fiber look like. Okay. Okay. I like the way I identified this zone looks on a higher time frame, but then I don't like it when we come down here. This is the area you're looking We already retested once. So we could swing back down, retest this area. Yeah, let's see what happens, man, for the this one. Let's see what happens. All right. In other news, let's see what the rest of the market is doing. Look over old buddy old pal GJ. Yeah, I ain't been in GJ in a minute, but it looks like trade's taking off and hitting over here. Did not capture this trade. Hitting over here. Ain't been on GJ in a minute. Let me see what the setup right here. Based off of the 1 hour level. High to the low, or low to the high. We're looking for the retracing back in the premium. Shot all the way down back into the 1 hour level. And then spooked up. Okay, so responding from demand right up in here somewhere, pushed up, broke structure. So yeah, it looks like if you took the buy limit or the market execution on this buy setup that I had set up over here, then you're, yeah, when I pick yeah, bit amount of pips and dips, 260 of those things. You could have had 260 pips and dips in your pocket and just skyrocketed. Oh my gosh, you're just missing setups left and right. But let's go back to GJ. I'm gonna break down GJ. I just looked at it. Really. Let me delete this big ass fibs. Well, I'm gonna leave it on there. But overall, price action was bully. Kind of like what we were saying on AU when we identify those daily levels, the highs and the lows. Same setup, tracking price throughout until it breaks those levels. Finally broke. So what we were looking for over here, because of the way price action pushed up, broke the structural high, came back and retested and created a support. So what I did, like I said, I drew the fib levels from the low to the high and waited for I would have been anticipating price action to pull all the way back down here. Definitely could have taken shorts from up here. Would have been shaky until you close above below 168.794 type area to take these shorts. But yeah, you could have caught all that if you were looking for the shorts. But then yeah, the buys, if you took the buy limit, the stop for up under this level, big ass stop loss, 176 pips. So you definitely would have went for a ride. I don't know if my heart could have handled that. I probably would have been in cardiac arrest. Give me some CPR, something, because nigga heart can't substantiate all that loss you just seeing on the screen. But if you let it play out, potentially you bust up, 260 of them things. So you kind of 1.5 times senior profit go up. So, if you would have stayed in, then you potentially, let me see what price at right now. You still up a good over 1,000 pips. Yeah. From the NG to where price at. Oh, not 1,000. Is it 1,000? Oh, so this ain't two. Hold on. Something ain't right. Oh, you up 137. I said 1,000. My number's way off. Yeah, because that would have been 2,000. Wait, hold on. That's 260. So yeah, over 100 pips. If you were to take this trade, 260. But yeah, overall price action was bullish. Identify the level within the market where price action created support, slash demand, or however, like I said, chart theories, however you get there, how you get to where you're trying to get. Identify that, put whatever name you want to put on it, and then get with it. But price action came back to that level and took off to the top side. Don't know if it's going to continue bullish, but yeah, it is from the trade that I was looking for. Missed this setup, kind of same thing as GJ. Found that level. Was looking for buys, looking to see if price action was going to respond off this demand. It did. It pushed up 100 of some of them things. I missed this setup and I missed this setup. Once I saw this continue and go lower, kind of looked left and try to identify the next setup, and this one hit and pushed up. Overall, as we can see, price action is bullish, so just definitely coming back. And these trades are basically just setting up off of taking a setup, thought trade process ideas as price pushed to make the high. We came back, responded. We could respond from this demand because price action responded well from here, and also came back down to this demand. So we did get reactions from those trades, kind of lower time frame, but overall higher time frame is still somewhat bullish on the higher time frame, but the lower time frame is definitely bearish. So if you're looking at UCAD right now and you're trying to get busy on UCAD, it is kind of expanding to the downside, kind of definitely extended. So I would try to see on the 1 hour, open that thing up. So what I would look for is price action break structure on the 1 hour, then pull back and then take buys. If it's going to push back bullish to overall potentially catch the next short to bring it back to the downside. But otherwise, I wouldn't do nothing with UK right now, especially after this chop right here down, come down and just potentially. Yeah, so I definitely would be looking to take some scalp risky buys back to the top side right now. Came down, grab that liquidity, see it push up. We got the reaction, so we're definitely looking for this wick fill. Then if it continues, probably back up to here, and then looking for it to short off again. So, ain't no telling when it's gonna take off, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there. I wouldn't trade this way, but this is where I'll know, what I was looking at or what my thought process was based off of what's going on back over here to say, okay, well, you're looking for price action respond from here, come back up here, then potentially short again. Something like this, break structure, pull back, come back up, react from this level, pull back, tap in, and then leak again, potentially. That's what I'd be looking for. So I'm also gonna set this next long position right here, and then target right there. And then simply put stops right below that level. 56 pills. Like I said, my heart can't handle them big ass stop losses, so get it how you live. Yeah, this is only for educational purposes only. But if you know how to get active based off these educational teachers, then tell you business. UJ, UJ. So it's been a while since I looked at UJ as well, but pretty much looks like price action is bully. Currently going through a retracement phase. This is definitely not a 1 hour support. This is definitely not a 4 hour support. This is pretty old, but basically just looking at the daily / weekly time frame, whoever I was explaining this to, higher highs and higher lows. Basically because price action took off from here, you got the fib level from here to the I guess the old high was there, but you can see now that the new high is up there. So what I was looking for was a retracement level where I think price action was going to come back to. And then I'll also line it up with the structures based off along here. So ultimately, I think we coming back somewhere up here. This idea based off of the old fibs, the way I had it drawn on before has already played out, which was this move right here, back into the highs. So kind of can delete that one. And then since we didn't break structural highs back up in here, I would assume or would be expecting price action to pull back deeper to retrace this big ass move from here to here. The high being way up there now. So I guess whenever I was looking at it, this was the high. And then, yeah, so either way, but we can do the same thing on you, Jay, so that when I come and go live again for the crew, I would, like I said, I wouldn't put no straight up trade in live action just like this. But like I said, this helps me to know what I was looking at and what I was thinking, where I thought price would come to. Because I don't feel like typing all that out, but just based off what I see here, kind of same thing as when I flipped on this chart, I'll have a good idea of what was going on and what I thought was going to happen. Looking over to GU, I know AU probably moved a little bit, so but movement is good. We like movement because it gives us better ideas. GU pulling back deeper into that daily zone. We didn't even reach out here to the top. Okay, so yeah, this definitely could continue to go big bully. High, low, high. Let's delete this. Oh no, let's don't delete. Let's delete this. And then let's delete this. Oh yeah, let's do it. Delete, baby. Delete. Yep. So that high, low, high, some new ones. the I'll identify this probably as a 1 hour structure. So then, yeah, responded, pushed up, broke structure. So then we're looking for price action to react from 1.14955. If it does react in a bullish manner from 1.14955 or anywhere around that vicinity, you potentially could get active to retest all the way back up to 1.16838. And you heard it here first. I'm just joking, but that's what I would look for on GU specifically. And then this gold, this gold, this gold. I marked this up Sunday, the 9th, October 22nd. As we can see, our price action is playing out. I don't trade gold, but my man asked what I saw on gold, and this is what I saw. Gold was down here at the time, so what we were looking for was price action to see how we reacted from the previous 15-minute level. If we pushed up through here, then we were coming back to this level right up in here. We got exactly that. Then if we came back down, and I wanted to see how price action reacted from this level. Yeah, as you can see the notes that was previously left way back in October. Price action pushed back through. So shorts will definitely wait for the next lower high. So price action came down. I guess you can call this the next lower high. Something like that. Then as it pulled back, it didn't necessarily give you another entry to potentially right here, but if you are tracking this on the 1 hour time frame, lower time frame, 15-minute, price action came down. We pulled back here, so potentially you could have been looking for price action to retest this level right up in here, then call some shorts. But yeah, that's how I would have played it. But yeah, I say that because this next lower high is not clearly identifiable, and if you don't know what you're looking at, then you probably want to call them shorts. Um, so yeah, next lower high. What I would have been looking for is price action to break the lows. If I would have saw price action push all the way down here and we did not break structure, oh man, what we're looking for is the next retracement back into that level and take off. Really, really, really simple. But yeah, what I look for now on gold, let's delete this, let's delete this, let's delete you too, my friend. And inverted head and shoulders. Forward the head, over shoulder, head, shoulder. Never did get that break. So potentially price could come up here and grab some liquidity and leak on y'all ass again. But what was I looking like right here for the head and shoulder? I don't know. Either way, there was a damn head and shoulder somewhere else. Oh yeah, this is it right here. So this is the left, this is the head, this is the other shoulder, and then yeah, came up here. Something like that. I don't trade head and shoulders, but that shit looked like head and shoulders back then. What we looking at now? Uh Oh, okay, yeah, because I remember on gold, I stayed away from this because the ranges on this, as far as identifying freaking huge. The 4 hour support level is way down here. So ultimately we didn't break the high. So we'd be expecting price action to push all the way back down here. If it don't stop here, then deeper. So I kind of just took it from a 4 hourly / 1 hourly standpoint. I knew the higher time frame currently was big bearish. Well, it was bullish, but kind of retracing. So lower time frame bearish, higher time frame bullish. So then at that time, the 1 hour resistance was here to here. Why is the 1 hour resistance there to there? Okay, let's see. Hmm. This is the high that pushed you, or low that pushed you into the highs. Started coming back. We necessarily broke that structure. Either way, resistance, support, pulling back. It's like 50%. Reaction didn't break the low, so I definitely will be looking for price action to come all the way back up. Let's see what happened. I could not tell you where I would enter gold from. I would look down here, right here, for some buys first. And if not, then potentially all the way back down here. I do see these equal lows right down here. A ton of liquidity built. Potentially it could sell off from here as well. So yeah, this is a shaky area within the market. So I definitely would wait on a reaction to see how far this pulls back. If it stops somewhere up in here, then great. I could take buys back into this level. But if not, it could just keep leaking and go back down here. So yeah, this is very, 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 very tricky spot on gold. But I'm gonna zoom back in. Like I said, yeah, I'm probably looking for some buys, some risky buys from right here. 16.8, shit. 1682.558. Frame stop working for like 10.2 seconds. Do some buys, try to target something like right up in her. But yeah, like I said, you have to see, let this right here set up. And then immediate stops will be from under here because I know I will probably re-enter from under there. And why not just drag the stops? Because like I said, my heart can't handle that, bro. I can't sit through that. Knowing that all this liquidity is right up in here, yeah, you risky business because you know price is gonna be attracted to that. You know it's gonna come down. And with gold, you know, when gold leak, it like to leak you. It don't just come and get you by 10 pips. It's gonna leak you all the way down there, like off the screen. You see the mouse cursor? It's all the way down there, and then you gotta find where your stop loss you thought it was, because you definitely gonna get slipped up under this level. Slippage will occur right under here. So yeah, I don't know how I would play the stops, but definitely be looking for a setup. If so, the way I would play the stops from here is I would have to wait for the price action to roll back over bullish. So what that means is price action right here is bearish, lower lows, lower highs, lower high, lower low, breaking structure, higher low, higher high, shifted back bearish. Then now it's shifting back bullish. So right here we kind of rolled over bullish, but not enough. So price action retrace deeper. So when you're looking at these lower time frame ranges, I would like to see price action come down and then start to shift the structure on like the 15-minute. This is a 4-hour chart, so it's a bigger time frame, but the 15-minute, this is the type of price action I'm looking for to start happening or creating before taking these buys right here or right down here. So it's definitely a tricky situation. If you don't know what you're looking at, if you don't know what you're doing, you can get clapped. And gold does not play with your ass, so don't come in there side stepping because it will step on you. Clicking back over to AU. Let's see how we holding up. 15-minute refresh. The stops get clapped. Looks like it did. Yes, it did. All right, so the play will be to sit back and wait. So both of these would have got smacked. Only entered in this one right on par. Very minimal risk, 7-pip stop. This one would have had a 3-pip stop, did not enter this one. Entered this one, got cooked. So now we're just waiting. Another thing that kind of also lets me know that price action really ain't trying to go bears right now is just because it's just corrective, higher lows or lower lows and lower highs. It's just chopping on down. If it was coming back big bears and I was really expecting to go big bears, I'm looking for these type of moves. Boom. This right here let me know we want to go bullish, big bullish. We came back down. We didn't break the low, so potentially still want to go big bullish, but I need to see that type of price action take off. So then the next thing we'll do these would be to look for areas where we think we can get this type of price action from. So my next area is right down here in this purple area. Ultimately, we start closing below this red area here, then pretty much night on the longs for tonight. Then we real choppy. It's only 8:30. So by 8:45-ish, 9 o'clock-ish, 9:15-ish, your boy will be back ready to strike again. Don't fall for these pump fakes down here in the 1 minute. Price action will look like it's about to scoop and cadoodle. But in order to not get cooked again, kind of like what I was talking about on gold, what I would look for next is for price action to roll over. Rolling over keeps me from getting cooked time at time at a time at a time. What we see right here on this 1 minute chart, price action is bearish high with a low, lower high, lower low. We could come up all the way back up to here and then still be bearish, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What I want to see is price action roll over bullishly. So I want to see it push up. It don't really matter how far I push up. It kind of does, but right now it kind of don't. And if you come get some instructions from me, boy, then we kind of identify why it don't and when it does, when it don't. But ultimately, what I'm looking for is price action and push up. I'm looking for the retrace, not break the low where it pushed up from. So if this right here go whoop way up there, and then pulls back and don't break the low, and I'm looking for it to whoop right back up again. So I'm looking for it to roll over bullishly, and I want to see higher highs and higher lows. One of these high lows, I'm getting in. I'm getting active because I'm expecting buys from a high time frame or from a medium time frame, from the 4 hour to the 1 hour time frame. Confluence of bullishness is what I should be looking for, kind of like what we see right here. Bullishness is what I should be looking for, so I'm expecting a buy setup. So I'm looking for a bullish scenario. So right now we are sitting in a bearish scenario. I'm looking for the bullish one. So when that bullish one pop up, I'm getting in. Right now, it's kind of showing me that it want to do something, but where it's doing it from don't really make sense from a structural standpoint. So I kind of be like, it looked good, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. So let's see what happens. So when we get down in here, because of structural points looking left, I want to see this type of price action and let me know to get ready, set, and then go. The get ready is this. The pullback is the set. Put your finger on the trigger. When it take off again, we in there. So this right here is kind of getting me excited. But like I said, looking left, yeah, this ain't really bouncing off nothing in the mid-air. Mid-air. Let me see. If you want to do some risky business like this, I mean, you could say, you pull back in the premium, I guess, from a 1 minute time frame perspective on this. But then again, we need to see this pullback that doesn't break the lows. That would be our second 1 minute time frame confirmation. So yeah, let's see what happens. It could shoot from there, it could not. It could be some more waiting, and then it just be, you listening to me breathe, me listening to you breathe, back and forth type. We can have some breathing sessions. You know what I'm saying? Get it out. But yeah, so this is what I would do for a couple minutes here and there. And then once it start to get too boring, just put some alerts on that thing. You wait for price action to hit. If the alert don't go off, I don't need to check the charts. Add the alert. To the top side, I would need to see from this point right here, because we didn't really bounce off a structural point looking left. This was the high that broke the low right over her. This is the pullback, so I'll need to see price break above her to say, okay, well, um we found our bottom point. We breaking structure. Now I just need to look for my retracement, and then I can get back active to the top side. And then TPs, depending on how I catch it. If it goes bullish, I'm building up these scenarios. This should just could keep leaking to the top side. I mean to the downside. TPs, I'll do a TP1, something like this right here. And then from this point to that point, how many pilt that is? You know what I'm saying? 10 pills. You can do something special with 10 pills, but if it keep going, you're looking at 20 pills. If we push up and create that new higher high we looking for, like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen during the Asian session, but if it continues during the London session, then you're looking at 40 pips to the high. Then if it goes and actually creates that higher high, then you got you a booming ass trade. So you got to kind of build that, scenario, which, like I said, we came down bearishly. We broke structure. We pulled back now. If we create no high, then we might have some rollover. We gonna see. So TP1, I'll do TP2, something like right up there, depending on how we catch, or depending on how I catch. And then from there, yeah, just let that thing run. Catch a little scout, it might turn into a swing, it might turn into a nothing. You might just be waiting. It might keep shorting. It might be a lot of things, but I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But then we just waiting. Glance back out at it ain't, we'll move again, see what's going on over here. See if it making any sense to what we looking at downstairs in the basement. Not really. 15 saying, yeah, we might just come on down a little bit more, so just keep waiting. We see what the hourly saying. The hourly saying we trying to push lower. Ooh, Wakefield, I missed this right here. Ooh, let's see if we can catch that. Line up that Wakefield from her to the bottom, 10, 50%. And then once been on the charts for so long, you can start coming up with little things like this that you've seen before. So that wick from the hourly went from here all the way down to here. So then what you would look for is a 50% fill for that wick and then see how it responds from there. But that's a little I wouldn't say advanced, but I didn't know that shit when I first started. So yeah, I call that advanced. See, we tighten up a little bit more. So from right up in there to about right down in here. Need the other side of the field. And this chart's starting to get a little bit too messy. There's a lot of shit on here. But yeah, as you can see, this wick from this candle all the way down to here. Look for price action to push to 50% and see if you get that bullish response. Otherwise, you just wait on your zone to hit. Because the lower time frames don't look like they want to go bullish at all. We did get this move, but then if we break the low, then this move ain't really done nothing but faked you out. Got deeper into your pockets. And then came and got your stop loss again. So that's why I say we want to see a rollover, high highs and high lows. We got the first high. This is the high low. So if I was gonna snipe from here, what I would look for now, make sure this shit off. We got that Asian low right up over her. We done already pushed through it. 2 bar close. I might be telling her to take a little scalp. Let's see how it closes. Let's see if I can get a little scalp on the live for the live 110. That might get cooked because we didn't get down into the zone. But I do like the way this is kind of setting up. If this candle closes bearish, there's no go on this trade. Oh, I'm on 13 seconds. 10 seconds. If we close bearish, it's all the way down. If we close like this, it's probably still all the way down. Still need to, looking better. 4 seconds. Come on, close bearish. I wanted to close bearish because then I can get off this setup. Oh, okay, now damn it, broke the high already. So it's shaking. I don't like the way these candles looking. They're not stronger than impulsive like I need to see, which lets me know it might keep coming down. It ain't what I want to see. So coming from right here, I would like to see a progression of candles like this. This right here, I might be able to do it candles versus I'm doing it candles. But then you get this and it's like, we might miss the sniper. It is what it is. If we break this low, if we break this low, there's definitely no go. 936, or we shoot below 936 with this candle. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. I don't know what I need. Oh, yes. Good job. Did not enter. Trade invalid. These candles right here, kind of let me know. Good job. We already broke the low. So definitely sitting back and waiting to the zone to hit. We kind of had some bullish, whatever you want to call it. We wanted to hop into the market. I know what I call it, but some bullish influence hopping to the market right here. But like I said, because it wasn't any level to left, I didn't think it was real that we were gonna continue to roll over and create high highs. And I'm glad. We thought have been sick. Oh, sick. Stomach hurting. Mama. But yeah, I mean, that's not a whole lot of movement, but when you're talking about trying to build your account, trying to, come up real quick or trying to learn a skill, and you have something like that happen to you, like mentally that can throw off your psychology. But for a real G, you just know, hey, you better hold up on that entry because it don't look like we ready. Now this, it looks like we ready. If, depending on how we close. Because this would be the liquidity grab to spank all them if we close back above. But this is risky business, what I'm trying to do right here, what I'm looking at. So yeah. Risky business. This is definitely bearish. So looking for these buys. This right here is kind of like trying to pick bottoms. And until you actually get that rollover, higher highs and higher lows on this time frame, then yeah, you ain't found no bottom. So yeah, you can just keep having these heart attacks and they just drop on you, smack your stop loss, and then you see this immediate reaction, be like, oh man, I could have got out of the cheaper price. Well, this right here was your sign to say don't get in here yet. Just because we saw this, we need to see it roll over higher highs and higher lows. But let's see what happens. We're gonna keep watching. I'm gonna stay live for about 19 more minutes because I got to go. My mother knees is hurting. 2 minute squats, picking up big bitch. No, I'm just playing because my booty is little. She like 100 pounds soaking wet. But my knees is hurting from all that damn squatting. I think yesterday we did what was it? 5 sets. It was either 4 sets or 5 sets of six. Yeah, I think the highest was up to probably about 385, 396 times, which, overall, that's not a lot of weight. But when you don't really need 300 pounds on your back and you just want to do it for fun, 300 pounds is a lot of weight. Like, I don't pick up linemen or wrestlers anymore. So for me to be just walking around, just picking up 380-pound items and picking it up and putting it down 6 times that's a lot because it ain't no need. So I just do it for recreational fun, and my motherfucking knees is thumping. But looking at these charts, it's just like this is what puts you to sleep, and this is what puts you to sleep. But yeah, so we're just waiting on price action to bounce off this level, or if it don't, if it push through, then either way, it's gonna be a trade or it's not gonna be a trade. Gray got cooked one time for about 7 pips, 8 pips, and then yeah. Got everybody else holding up. But nothing so far. Mm, yeah, look for this to roll back over bullish and then get active. If you didn't catch it from the low, I'll probably try to take another buy. 68,226, targeting. I don't know what I would target. I would take out profits. If I got in at 68,248, take off profits. 69,095. If you can hold that long, scalping that thing, get out about 68,571. 68, yeah, 68,232. Take out some profit, 68,587. Hold that thing, 69 even, and then just progressively do what you do. Um, I don't know why all these pairs is on. I don't look at all this shit no more. Bitcoin doing the flopperoonie. I started getting excited for crypto for a little minute, boy. I thought it was gonna go. I was monitoring that XRP. That's what I got most of my stake in right now. Bitcoin just be flopping, bro, for no reason. Just I really don't understand Bitcoin's price action movement. I thought I did, but yeah, I ain't got it. Yeah, 'cause I said we break below here, we going back down to that 10K. There's a level like right up in here on the weekly or monthly. that it's gonna leak to leak. Nothing in between. Leakage. Ooh, yeah, we saw that. Oh, yeah, right up in here. Leakage. Could have a little slowdown point like right up in her. 16,174 somewhere up in there. But outside of that, leakage. Leakage, and more leakage. But I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. This right here hyped up a lot of people. Yeah, but overall, just reading market structure, work out, came back to retest, create that new high, retested demand, couldn't hold up, fell through. So next area to look to is here. Looking to see what happens. It's kind of consolidating right now. And then after that, you back down to somewhere up in here or back down all the way back down to here. And that's back to 3 racks. Ooh, everybody named mama gonna be buying Bitcoin. Or probably not because it just did that. But hmm, I started tracking Bitcoin, it was back here before I did the first move, right up in here somewhere. I lied. This was somewhere up in here. I'll tell you exactly. I started tracking it right up in here. Exactly, right up in her. Yep. And I had some Bitcoin like right up in here, then I sold it, and then that happened. So yeah. It was like I sold like right up in here, and then that happened. It was immediately like 1 week to the next, and I was like, oh man. Yeah. I was like, oh man. I had like somewhere up in here. And it just I didn't know back then what I know now, my friends. I did not. I can tell you my truth. I did. I didn't have the knowledge to look at the charts and be able to say, okay, you need to hold, my friend. Hold. Because you would have been rich. Rich. Right, back to the AU. Ain't doing squid or squatter. Ain't doing nothing. Mm. Damn, I hate we ain't got no action. We get action almost every night. Let me see what we did. I took these buys this morning on the New York session. I had the longs targeting up in here, something like that. Where we at with it? Right up in her. I had the buys kind of stacking as Recession did its thing. Stocks right up under her. I was nervous right here because I wasn't 100% sure. But then, yeah, came back and smacked on the target. You see 65, 2 something. What we at right here? 65, 2 something. 2. So we target at the bottom of that zone to the left. But either way, targets were smacked up. Something like that. So we had those buys. I took these shorts in the Asian last night. I was targeting back down here somewhere. It's actually pushed like 40 of them things for me. I had the trailing stocks when I went to sleep and got tapped out as soon as I woke up. So, I mean, I didn't lose, but, it didn't go well I thought it was going. Um, Pretty much break even right there. I closed in profit, but like I said, pretty much a break even. And then what else? What day is this? Monday at 3 o'clock. Did not catch this. Market open. What did I take? I took the buys to close the gap. So I had this like over here somewhere, stops up under here, and that was a gap on my brokerage. So target was like somewhere right there, and then it closed something like that. Let me see. Yeah, And then I took the shorts right after that. Where was Sunday at? So I took the gap fill, then I took the short. So maybe this was the gap fill over here. Where's Sunday at? Come on, Biff. Oh no, that is Sunday. So yeah, I took the buys to the gap fill, then I took some shorts. So this must be what I'm thinking about. But looking at it over here, yeah, gap fill to the bash from the bottom. Looking for the gap fill, trying to scout something. Bitcoin, I had buys from the bottom, it didn't put me in. Yeah, I was looking for the gap fill right over here. Got the gap fill. I got a big ass gap on my brokerage. It ain't over here. So, but yeah, got the gap fill, and then took the shorts right after that. Right from up there. Yep. So then we had the shorts. And then I had buys from down here. Original buys from down here. Closed out of them as price action started breaking structures. Ultimate targets was up there, and then if I would have held, I'm talking about all the way down here, the bottom during the Asian session. 188 of them things. That was last week. And of course, most of these trades I've been taking lately, damn near every last one of them are in the group chats. This right here is what I was identifying. I was identifying where I was looking to enter from. This is the actual entry. Something like right up in here. TPs at the top of that one zone. Let me see. I'm just going over this because AU ain't doing nothing right now. But this TP is this area right up in here, I think. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah. So it's this first one. And, some of the other positions I put in or got into was a little bit higher. Yeah, I was ultimately looking for a price action. So my last TP would have been at this green line, which would have been right up on here. So yeah, ultimately I was targeting just to right there, but as you can see, price action pushed all the way back into and then continued to go bullish. Of these buys. So been getting some action, just haven't been recording most of it just because I know market likes to shift the way it moves, times it like to move certain things, and I don't feel comfortable putting the information out if it ain't accurate. So yeah, I just took a little bit of time just to, follow the charts, not really video anything because I was hitting. And what was in the back of my mind was I was gonna come on and make damn video and I wasn't gonna hit no more. So I didn't want to mess up that streak because I had the buys, the buys, the buys. I had the shorts, the shorts, the shorts. All of that shit is in the Telegram group. It ain't got the most detailed explanations on it, but if you ask questions, then you do get the answers. So, but yeah, the short, the buys, and then we into tonight. Ain't no news, so I ain't expecting this to take off. I'm about to get up out of that thing because this is boring than a mother. But like I said, yeah, see that pre-pump gas. We tried to roll over them candles. I'm glad them candles produced that way. Look, because I would have got me in them and fuck. Excuse my language, but yeah, I would have been cooked and I would have been I've been mad. Then New York session, I would have came back and clapped their ass back. But so ultimately looking for price action to come back down here. If we do not set up and roll over from down here in this price range, right where I got my entry is 647, about 20 more pips away. Something like that. If we don't roll over and go back bullish, then because I don't have this buy limit set in there, I'm just manually entering. As we come down, fill up this little right here. And then then I'm gonna be looking to make my move. Ooh, I didn't see you before. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. I'm gonna look and try to get back with y'all tomorrow, Wednesday. Hold up, no, I can't do tomorrow. Yeah, exciting news announcement. I might be switching over to the London session. Um, I'm kind of happy about it, but I'm not kind of happy about it because I don't find the fire setups in the agent session. So then I'm gonna have to start doing all this over into the London session, which I don't think gonna be a big deal, but I know where my shit gonna hit during the agent session, like to a T now, So I'm gonna still be reviewing during the agent session, but most of my videos, setups, and ideas probably gonna be starting to get framed around the London session. That's the way things are looking right now. So it's kind of like a step up in the game, going from the agent session. The agent session is really slow. Um, let me see what time is it? 7:40. Potentially could have took these shorts as we came up, kind of retraced, responded from demand, didn't break structure, pulled back, and then retraced it. Retraced into this level, could potentially have taken those shorts, but I didn't like the setup, my friend. It could have been 18 pips and dipped, but I like the buys overall. Waiting for this trade would have been is going to be better in my eyes. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Like and subscribe. Hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that like button for your boy, because this help other people see this information and knowledge. Um, yeah, how I get active. That's all I got for this one. Big booty hoes, ENT is in the building. Respect it, check it, or respect it, or get down and lay down. All that extra shit niggas like to say in their video. Fuck all that. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.